In Togo, the man known by everyone as the Golden Voice recently hosted a benefit concert for the thousands of Ivorian refugees who have flowed into the country following post-election violence. VOA's Carolyn has that story.
One of Togo's most celebrated artists, King Mensah, organized the concert in Lomé to raise money for the estimated 3,000 Ivorian refugees now living in the tiny West African nation. Ivory Coast was plunged into a post-election crisis when former President Laurent Gbagbo refused to relinquish power to internationally recognized President Alassane Ouattara. After the elections, both sides took up arms. But last week, Gbagbo was arrested in Abidjan and Ouattara assumed the presidency. Mamadou Mudo, an Ivorian refugee, is weary.
What happened in Côte d'Ivoire makes me sick. I cannot talk about politicians' Pan-Africanism. Here's an example. The following people are crying instead of Ivorians, giving money to support the Ivorians. Well, these people are wonderful.
King Mensah says Africans need to stick together because they often share the same problems.
What has happened there can also happen here. We had part of it, but we were lucky not to get there. We cross our fingers that it does not happen here. But what is happening here today in Côte d'Ivoire and in other African countries can happen so easily. We have Ivoirians among us today. I think it's important for every one of us to see what they can contribute, even to go over there to see how they are, to greet them, to talk with them. And I think it's something so nice from us.
Refugees arriving in Togo have very little, and aid agencies across the region are falling short of funds. Guillame Bosse, an Ivorian refugee, expressed gratitude for King Mensah's efforts.
I think this is really an initiative to greet, to welcome. As an artist, he was not obliged to hold this concert for the Ivorians. I think we should welcome this effort that he is doing. I really think that all people will really go to this concert. I think with the money, as he said, he will collect this money for a fund available to us and especially for the refugees, and I think it's a good thing.
Another refugee, very appreciative of the hospitality found in Togo.
We came here, everybody knows, following the unrest that erupted in Abidjan. We left the country then to protect ourselves and to find refuge in Togo, where there is peace and love. We say thank you first to the people of Togo, the Togolese president who was willing, as far as possible, to grant us a special status for all Ivorian refugees here. We say thank you.
According to the United Nations, the crisis in Ivory Coast has displaced up to 1 million people, and at least 800 people were killed, and the figure is expected to rise. Carolyn, VOA News.